Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but mostly heaps awesome ladies, your dreams have come true, your prayers have been answered. It is time for Witsup TV episode 3. Claire, toi, and other languages.
Sun.
I don't.
Japan.
Oh, I thought you were just
or
like
Japanese.
And it's funny that you mentioned the sun because spring has indeed sprung.
Yay! The magpies are swooping, so we know that spring is here.
Heaps has happened
Heaps.
between this episode and the last one. There's been a big chunk of time in between because you've been travelling so much, Steph.
Nat, I went to Roth.
Yes, she did. Yeah. Tell us all about it.
Without doubt, the best triathlon experience I've ever had. It is crazy out of control. The whole town, or the little town surrounding Roth, just embrace every ounce of that race. It was, I actually got a little bit teary.
You got teary?
I was just overwhelmed. It was unreal.
Did you well up or did the tear come down your cheek?
I just welled up.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
That was after
You're not officially a lady then?
Yeah, no. And I was actually just crying because my Di2 died with 60 Ks to go.
Oh no, that's terrifying. How'd you go though? How do you feel about everything, your performance, the rest?
I wasn't there.
This is your first full race?
For a while. But
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't there. I know everyone says it, but I wasn't there to race. No. I was there for work, and it's a bucket list event, and I thought I may not get the opportunity to do it, so I had to go. I had to get through it, and it was, like I said, hands down the most amazing event I've ever been a part of. And that's just not race day, it's everything that's involved with it. It's, oh man.
It was epic.
Do it.
But we do have lots of things coming up in the show though. Let's have a chat about them.
Okay.
We are going to have a chat with Hanna.
Hanna is our Witsup Scholarship Ambassador winner, number 2.
Yep, we're going to preview Vegas.
Oh yeah, Vegas baby.
Vegas baby.
It has to be said like that. Vegas baby.
Vegas baby.
Yep.
All right, there's huge news for Witsup.
Massive news. We'll tell you all about it soon.
We're going to have an interview with Zena.
What are you, princess?
I love her so much.
She's so awesome.
And BG.
Yes, she'll have her 1 minute of rambling. Like I said, I pretty much just ring her up and I'm like, all right, blah, just go. And
stuff has been chafing the chief lately. It's been chafing her. She's a bit irritated.
Yeah, there's a cream for it.
Yeah, there's a cream for it.
Yep.
And it's going to be a bit of a ramble. And some race wraps, a buttload of race wraps.
Oh yes, lots been happening. So we're looking forward to talking about that.
Let's get to it then, shall we?
Rock and roll.
All right, well, we've just had our lamb wraps for lunch and now it's time for some race wraps.
Segue.
Yeah.
Nice.
Except we didn't eat on camera because that's weird and I don't know.
Just speaking of eating on camera,
do
you know that Julie Moss, so way back when, everyone knows Julie Moss, melts down, Kona, blah, blah, blah. One of the reasons she had a meltdown is because she was out on the bike and the TV crew were there filming her and she grabbed a Snickers bar and thought to herself, I don't want to eat this and have thousands of viewers see me eat this.
Yep.
So she threw it away.
And apparently, I love that. Apparently as well, she sat upwards as well and was posing while they were going past, just going, I want to look really hot. I'll quickly ditch the Snickers, don't eat on camera.
What a legend. K's and sunshine. Beautiful.
So close.
Have we talked about that before on this?
I don't know. We talk about it all the time though.
Totally.
Love her.
Love her.
But we're racing wraps. I mean, we're wrapping races.
Totally.
Unless we
what race are we wrapping first?
Wrap races. Let's do Montre Blanc.
Montre Blanc. Now, awesome race. There was quite a few amazing chicks there. First of all,
but we weren't there. What are you talking about?
Well, Mary Beth Ellis took the title. So again, she was the US Pro Champion. Or the North American Pro Champion. We discussed this earlier, but anyway, she is a champion. But Keatsy managed to qualify, so she qualified again late in the season for Kona. She came second. Yeah, awesome. But how's this? Second, third, and fourth. Third was Anya Berenik. Sorry if I got that wrong. And fourth was Liz Blatchford, who we've had on the show before. All within 49 seconds of each other, second, third, and fourth.
That's awesome.
Mental.
Goosebumps.
Absolutely mental. But you know what was annoying though?
What?
We were watching Ironman Live, the feed, and they were interviewing Mary Beth, which is great and everything, but then second, third and fourth just came across the line and nothing.
Interview's awesome, but just like keep the camera there.
Talk about it for a second. Let's go back to this amazing race that's unfolded. And anyways, so those 4 women are all going to Kona. So awesome race.
Ironman Louisville.
Yes, Aussie Kate Bevilacqua was back on top of the podium again. Yes, it's good to see her. She's had a few injuries and stuff, and we caught up with her earlier this year, and she was saying that she's not concentrating on Kona this year, just wants to get back out there and start smashing races again. So I think Kona will be for her in 2014.
She's a tall drink of water. That's her name, means drinks water. Anyway, shut your face, Garanzi. Your poon. We're talking about the poon, ladies.
Yes, Ironman 70.3 Yeppoon. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it'll be the last time it's held there. There's a few bits and pieces in terms of it had the 70.3 branding, but that contract's run out as of this year.
Yeah.
So we don't know if we'll see that again next year. It was a great race in terms of it's in August, so a lot of people used to go there before they'd go to Kona because it's in the heat, particularly if you're from the south. And it's actually a really good race for families because it runs through the resort and stuff. You can have the kids playing in the pool, supervised, obviously. And I hear the commentator up there is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, I heard she was posting heaps of photos of herself drinking Coronas by the pool. Slag.
Anyway, Gina Crawford won that, by the way.
Yes, she
Tops
did.
work.
Boom. Metaman and Hy-Vee.
First, and another Aussie who won was a Challenge Penticton, the inaugural event there. Was Carrie Lester, so great to see her
awesome.
back on top of the podium as well. So awesome to have her up there. Metaman and Hy-Vee. We'll talk a little bit more about Metaman when we have Zina on later on. But she mopped the floor with the women and most of the men there at that race as well. And Hy-Vee, man, and this is two races on the same weekend with massive prize money. So $40,000 for the winner at Metaman, an iron distance. $100,000.
Yeah, 100,000
at Hy-Vee
for a triathlon.
Yeah,
people, that's very rare.
Oh, very, very rare. Very. And the thing is, like 2 hours for the Olympic distance, non-drafting Olympic distance event, they win $100,000. $40,000 for an iron distance event, which is about 9 hours. You know, Is that stuff to do with sponsorship? Oh, yeah.
I don't understand that. So.
Yeah, it just shows that triathlon's got a long way to go in terms of prize money and all that. And, I found out that Hy-Vee was like a grocery store. I didn't. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always thought it was like a place.
That. I thought it was a high class.
Uh-oh. Carry on. No, anyway, we're going to talk about who the actual race. Lisa Norden was one of the favourites going into it. Yes. She was the reigning champion. But unfortunately, she's been suffering. I think it was a bit of plantar fasciitis, so she decided not to race. Yeah, I know it sucked because she's an amazing athlete. Has been killing it
in a good way.
At the half. Yeah, that's all right. I think we say freak in a friendly way.
Yeah, idiots. My favourite people. Freak.
Yeah, totally.
Amazing.
Yeah. So she's saving herself for Vegas this weekend.
And saving myself for marriage, so I understand how she feels.
You can't wear white on your wedding day.
No, I'll make it dirty.
Anyways, Matilda Reynolds actually wrote our preview and she picked one of your favourite athletes, Mofo.
Yeah,
Yeah, Emma Moffat as the winner and
smashed it! Emma.
Yeah, I think I called the race wrap-up Moffat Monsters.
Yeah.
The race. So, and she did. She absolutely annihilated it. So, amazing race by her. And Mel Hauschildt came second, which is great over the Olympic distance event. I think she was down by 2 minutes out of the swim, which is massive in a short course event. And then just smashes the bike run. She's going to kill it in Vegas.
It's going to be massive.
Epic.
Okay, now for the very first time on Witsup TV, we're very excited to informally introduce to you the Witsup Scholarship Ambassador for 2013-2014, Hanna!
Yay! The humble Hanna Whiteside.
Oh, that's very nice. Welcome. Yeah, you don't have to be very scared. We won't play footsies with you under the table too much.
Not again, anyway.
No. All right, well, we're here just to have a chat and to figure out more about you and, see who you are and stuff.
Yep.
So, really good.
Don't be nervous, it's all right.
I know. How did you start? How did you first get into triathlon and stuff?
So I started off a long time ago when I was finishing school. Got a bit too old for the swimming gig.
High school?
Yes, high school.
At 19?
Yes.
Too old?
Too old, over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just wanted to try something different, something that wasn't so much, I guess, all about the results, more about just what I could get out for myself, personal achievement.
Make it all about you.
Exactly.
Seeing a pattern?
Yeah, definitely. She might be humble, a little bit selfish.
A little bit
Carry on.
conceited. That's right. I just started off in a 6-week little beginners program with the local tri club and just went from there.
But now you've done a complete circle and you're actually coaching the beginners, the same sort of people that was you 7 years ago, which is awesome.
So since I did the GIT, get into triathlon, I've sort of had a bit of a helping
Git,
hand.
I was just like,
I was a git. Yeah, we called them
We all are, it's okay.
I've sort of had a bit of a helping hand with the beginners when they come through each year, and I'm also coaching someone for her first half Ironman as well this year.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Give her a shout out. What's her name?
So Belinda B-Lock.
B-Lock.
B-Lock. Making a debut at Shep.
Block.
So,
Yeah.
Blocky.
yeah,
Blockhead.
to perform.
Blockhead. She's
Yeah,
just got a new
Blockhead.
nickname.
Yeah.
Blockhead.
Well, I actually call her SpongeBob because it's Blockhead's SquarePants.
Oh, yeah.
Genius.
So obviously, well, you know, we've kind of skedaddled all the way past why you, I know, I'm
like
just
that.
making up words now,
Carry on.
why you applied for Witsup in the first place.
Yeah.
Go.
So, what was that a question?
I don't even know. Was it? I hope it was.
So my friend, we were just swimming one weekend, and she said to me, "Have you seen this gig on Witsup? They sponsor an athlete for a year." I said, "I've never heard about it."
I'm
Went home.
surprised.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking
Living under
about
a
it.
rock.
Yeah.
Need to work on that. So I went home, had a look, and then just had a bit of a giggle and thought, "There's no way they're not looking for someone like me. They're looking for a really good athlete."
We were.
No.
You know.
Actually were.
Yeah,
It's a bit embarrassing. We're actually here for a different reason today.
Sorry, might have to go find someone else. But yeah, she said no, it's more about kind of getting the word out there, being passionate about what you do, and someone that other people can hopefully relate to more.
So are you training by yourself or are you training with the squad? Where are you now?
Yeah, so I do train with my triathlon club, Nana Wadding.
Go Nana.
Plug.
Mainly down the track on a Wednesday night, but now with
Good
the
for
longer
stalkers
stuff.
to know that, yeah.
Yeah, that's all good.
Only you would think like
I know, I
that.
can't help it, sorry.
I can't help it. It's just the stalker in me. Carry on.
With the longer stuff, it is a bit harder to find people who want to train exactly as you want to train when you want to train. So
Yeah.
a lot of it is by myself now.
So, what's your aim for the next 12 months?
So the big one is Melbourne in March 2014,
Yeah.
which will be
Huge.
pretty cool. But in the lead up to that, so I'm either tossing up Shepparton or Challenge Foster in 10, 12 weeks.
Yep.
And then a few shorter races through the summer and Husky long course.
Elite energy. Yeah, good.
yes, in February, 4 weeks out from Melbourne.
Cool. Perfect.
Awesome. All right, well, now everyone knows where they can find you on Wednesday night and what races you'll be
Exactly.
at.
So
My pleasure. Thanks for coming and having a hang out with
Thank
us.
you.
thank you very much.
Bye. Steph, Chief.
Do you want a name? Like, do you want little... We should give you like an indie name, like little... Big
That's
boobs.
racist.
Just...
Little big boobs. Where did that come from? And you can be big little boobs. Hey, big little boobs. They say that no news is good news, but I say nay.
Liars!
Nay, I say. Do you know why I say nay?
Why do you say nay?
Because I'm doing a
Nah.
Sarah Jessica Parker impression. No, I say nay. I know, I can't do that. Because
She'll be watching
we
too.
have so much news at the moment here at Witsup, and it's good news, and I want to run through all of it, please. And the
It's
first
great
one
news.
is the partnering stuff that's happening.
Yes, very excited. So there is a series for beginners called the Pink Series.
Yes.
So it's a bunch of events around Australia designed to entice women into triathlon, but also just to get women out there getting fit, enjoying, being outside and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really cool series to get more women into the sport, and we're really, really excited to be the official media sponsor for them.
Official media sponsor.
I know, right? So great.
But I'm vomiting. Sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'm very excited. We also have an awesome new Witsupper as part of the Witsup team.
Very, very excited to introduce Amy Minahan, who is professional triathlete Jimmy Johnson's wife-to-be.
And just a regular awesome chick last year in Noosa, and that was the inaugural Witsup Noosa Tri Brunch. I don't know if they're the right words in the right order, but that's the general gist of it. This year, though, we're coming back bigger and badder and better than ever, and I mean much bigger.
It is going to be epic. I can't give too much away just yet, but there's going to be big triathlon superstars there. We've got some partners on board, which we're really, really excited about, and it's going to go global, man.
Well, it is going to go global. Thank you for that wonderful little handball that you gave me, because
You
that's
don't
not going to
even
be
like
the only brunch that you as Witsup want to do this year?
No, the little rumour that we may be sorting something out whilst in Kona.
That's right, yo. Gets your Kona boner on.
Watch this space.
Speaking of Kona though, age groupers.
Oh yes, so we've just launched our Kona age group profiles like we did last year. So we profiled all the Aussie age groupers heading over to the Big Island in October. So we've just kicked that off, and we started with the Duffield twins, Katie and Michelle from WA. So Australia's only twins who have raced at the same time in Kona, which is pretty cool.
Duff. That's what we have to say when they race. No, always talking about beer, you weirdo. Now we want to talk about supportive dudes.
So you may have noticed in social media I've been putting up photos of supportive dudes. So we started off with Meredith Kessler's lovely husband Aaron, giving her a hug at the end of Ironman New Zealand. We've been kicking off with a few more. That is going to turn into a series of articles because I think it's important to celebrate the supportive dudes behind the professional female athletes out there. Hold it.
Can we call it that?
No.
The dude behind the lady?
Next.
Hey, speaking of supportive dudes, what about the number one supportive dude?
Oh, okay.
The very first ever supportive dude.
He is number one. I live with a chef. His name is Brett.
Yes.
Otherwise known as the chef.
The chef.
The dishwasher.
Yeah.
The floor cleaner.
Yeah. And he's awesome. What a personality too, hey?
He's a triathlete, so he understands that triathletes are very, very busy. So he's been giving me a few tips, not that I'm actually going to be doing it in the kitchen, but a few tips on how to be a little bit more efficient in the kitchen. And his first one was how to poach an egg so it makes it look like you're in a cafe and it's all fancy and la-di-da.
Scrotum. Little ball bag.
Yeah, that one.
But that's exactly what it is. And he knows his stuff. He's been competing for years and he's a chef, so put it together. Boom diggity.
Complete package. There's so much going on.
So many things. That's a lot of news. That is actually, for now, all the news from Big Little Boobs.
Is it true that, you got to the run, you had a pretty big lead, so then it was just about tapping out the marathon and saving yourself a little bit for Kona?
Yeah, that's right. Brett gave me 3 different options how I can race. Of course, all the option goes for a win. Because that was the major reason why I spent the last couple of weeks in Asia for this race to grab the win. So he said, well, it depends on how Gina's racing. If you plan A, B, or C, and then just pick one and make sure you win. So I was happy and able to pick plan 1A, which was the easiest one. I had a big win big lead after the bike. So pretty much was shuffling, like jogging the marathon. I had a heart rate monitor on.
Oh, really?
First time in the race. I never raced with one. I don't want to know how crazy I go. Usually.
And can you tell us what your heart rate was on the run? Are you allowed to divulge that kind of information?
Ooh, secrets. No, it was 140, 145.
Oh, wow. And you were up there amongst the boys as well. Like, they were all dropping like flies. I think you came 4th overall. And you weren't even trying.
Yeah. Nearly made the podium with the boys.
So then looking forward to Kona, a lot of people have been saying, it's 6 weeks out from Kona and is it too close? And I know that your response is always, well, I'm not going to sit on the couch with my feet up in the air and do nothing. I'm sort of looking at your races this year and you haven't done as much as what you have last year, say, for example. I think you did like a dozen races, and then this year you seem to start off a little bit slower and you're really peaking towards the end, even though when I say slower, I think your worst result was a 3rd at a championship or something like that. But have you sort of changed your racing program a little bit to peak right at Kona?
Yeah, we changed a couple things this year, and one of them is how I pick the races. And I mean, a lot of people say it's too close to Kona. The question is, what's close? I mean, and how hard? I mean, it's a question how hard you go and where do you race and how do you race. And Brett set me on a Chrissy Wellington 2007 plan, and he sent her to Asia in 2007, 2 months before Kona, and she did the same. She had an Ironman in Korea. She had a solid swim. She had a really good bike, and then she shuffled a 3:28 in a run, grabbed the win, and that was her last preparation, her last race before Kona, and that was exactly 6 weeks too. So I don't know if it works,
we'll find out.
But we have to change. We had to change something.
Yeah.
And what we changed was he sent me in the heat. I did the Philippines in the heat. I stayed in Thailand. I'm in the heat now. In Mexico for another 6 weeks. And and the other thing is we raced less this year. So I'm actually 2 races behind.
Yeah.
I think I'm much fresher than last year or the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And we also started a bit slower in the year. I had a couple of very average races. I couldn't train with Brad and the team the first 4 months of the year, so that makes me having a slow start in the year.
How do you compare that kind of event to say even Kona?
I was so excited just to be in Roth.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I was nervous, but not like nervous like I'm usually are before an Ironman.
Yeah.
Just the whole atmosphere is a bit more like family style, a bit more relaxed and have fun and enjoy.
Yeah. How are you race morning?
On a race morning, I'm not that nervous anymore. It's more like Friday, Saturday before the race, when I go through the race, like again and again, what I want to do and how the race is going to go and what's my plan is. But on race morning, I just I'm not going through the whole race again because that's done. That's done the day before. So on the race morning, I just concentrate on get my bike ready, all the nutrition on the place, and just on the swim start. I just concentrate on the swim start. All the rest, I did that before, like the 2 days before. And
hey, I was looking through all of your years as a pro, because you've only been pro since 2008. You haven't finished off the podium outside of a world championship in long course racing. I think the only times were Kona, where you came fifth, I think, and at the 70.3 World Championships you came fourth 1 year, which I can't remember now. But every other time you finished on the podium. Did you know that?
No.
There you go. So when you go into a race, does that kind of thing, well, obviously not that because I just told you it, but does that kind of thing go through your head, knowing that you're a marked woman out there?
Well, there's just, for me, it's like there is no option of not being on the podium.
Nice.
You know what I mean? It's like when you're on a computer and you have options what you can do, it's just this option, it's not existing, so I can't do it.
So it's 1, 2 or 3, that's it. Maybe 1.
Yeah.
2 and 3 is a backup.
Yeah, I had a lot of 3s this year, but it's okay. It's still on the top 3.
All right, well, we will leave it there because I know you've got to go and do some training. So thank you very much for joining us on Witsup TV number 3.
Thank you.
And
still on the top 3. That's good.
Yeah, yes. Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
All right, we here at Witsup don't like sweating the small stuff. No. We like seeing the positive in everything. We like keeping it light. Yeah. But every now and then, she says, in a New Zealand accent for some bizarre reason.
Bye, New Zealand. Thanks for joining us.
Things start annoying both of us.
Yes.
But particularly you lately, and I don't know if it's because you're planning a wedding, you've got a lot on your plate and you're trying to do a magazine at the same time, or just whether things are starting to really get you goad. But we have decided to profile them in a new segment we'd like to call What's Chafing the Chief.
Long socks are what... If I have one more cyclist tell me I have to wear long socks, I'm going to butt heads. I'm going to take my helmet off and then butt heads with someone.
Throw it at them.
I don't care. We're triathletes. Generally in a triathlon you don't wear socks on the bike. So, and I am quite fond of my ankles and Achilles tendons. So I'm more than happy to show off those parts of my body with short socks or no socks at all.
So let's just assume that someone's out here watching this and is new to triathlon and doesn't understand what the hell you're talking about. What is this long sock phase and why does everyone feel the need to goddamn do it?
I don't know. I wear longer socks during winter to just keep my legs a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
But it's a cyclist thing, and they just, I don't know, I don't get it.
If it gets to your calves, it makes your calves look bigger, you see.
Oh,
And they love showcasing the calves.
tell Beck Keat that. Beck Keat doesn't need high socks to show off her calves. Greatest calves in the business.
And they do this little thing at the back where like they meet together like this and they just kiss like two angels in the back of her calves.
Amazing.
Doesn't have to wear high socks for it. Dudes with skinnier legs, feel the need to every now and then. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't make you better. It just, and the fact that you keep
who
bringing it up
cares?
makes you a bit of a nonce.
Exactly.
Let it go.
It's chafing me.
It's chafing me too now.
Yeah.
Is this chafing contagious?
By Vegas! You think we get there by midnight? Honey, we're gonna be up 500 by midnight. Yeah! Vegas! Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Unless you've had your head shoved randomly up a panda, you will know that this weekend is Ironman 17.3 World Championships in
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
All right, so it is actually the last time it's going to be held in Vegas. Well, the 70.3 champs will be held in Vegas. Next year it goes to Mont Tremblant, which is good. Mont Tremblant. It's like a bit like the Count from Sesame Street, right?
Mont Tremblant.
Last. Anyway. So it's going to Mont Tremblant and it will travel around the world, the globe from now on, which is good. That's how it should be as a world championship.
Who's your pick?
Ooh, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. I'm going to leave my actual pick to last because I'm going to reel off some of the other names.
Okay.
Lisa Norden is an amazing athlete. She did pull out of, like we said before, High V last weekend. But she has been monstering the 70.3 and the half iron distance after her silver medal at the Olympics.
Whatever. Silver medal.
I think she's done one ITU race this year and just killing the half iron distance. Angela Nace had a great season coming back from crashing in Vegas last year, so she's come back, fantastically. Daniela Riff, I'm not too sure. Leander Cave won last year. She's returning, but we don't really know what her form's like. She's been a bit injured, but she's a late bloomer.
She is.
In the season. We've got Heather Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
She's had a fantastic season as well. But we've got to keep an eye on our two Aussies.
Yep.
First of all, Annabel Luxford. She won the Asia Pacific Championships in New Zealand. Yeah, she's good. Came second at the Euro Championships and fourth at the US Championships, all 70.3. But my pick is Mel Hauschildt. She is on fire. She raced Boulder 70.3 and she did like a 121 run, 404 for the total. She was the 70.3 champion in 2011.
Wow.
Came fifth last year but ran quite slow because she was injured. She's going to be hard to beat. I reckon it's actually going to come down between her and Lisa Norden, depending on how Lisa Norden's foot is.
It's going to be a very, very good race.
It is.
Very excited about it.
Go Aussies. Expect to see Bella Luxford on the podium as well.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
And now it is the time in Witsup TV where we hand the reins over to a woman and get her to babble for exactly 1 minute.
Hi, Belinda here, checking in. Just returned back home after a 3-month stint overseas. Spent the last, 5 to 6 weeks in Southeast Asia, training in Phuket in a place called Tanapura, which was an amazing training facility. Just raced Metaman last weekend, which was killer. And now happy to say I'm home. It was great sleeping in my own bed last night. Even though I love to travel, it's always good getting home. On a little bit of a break now. But next up is short course racing back in the Philippines, so back to Southeast Asia. Love racing there, although I must admit the extreme heat and humidity does catch up with you after a while, so I am glad to be home in the not so hot conditions at the moment. But it's all good. Had a great time overseas. Now it's just about getting ready for the next lot of races before the end of the year. I'll check in with you guys again later. Bye.
Before we end Webisode 3 of Witsup TV, I would like to briefly touch on Erin Densham.
Yes, Erin Dilly Densham won't be lining up.
Didn't mean touch on her. Sorry, I just realised that's not.
Sorry,
that's weird.
Sorry, Erin. She won't be lining up at the ITU Grand Final in London.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, she's just not in form for the race, so she's decided to pull the pin on the race, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
She put her body through hell and back to get to the Olympic Games, and then also during the Games afterwards she was quite sick and everything. So, you know, she's listening to her body and saying, no, I need a little bit more time.
It's always good for tri-cooks and age group is to see the human side, that these elite athletes aren't just workhorses that, you know, never get injured and don't have a hard time coming back.
No.
That was a really awesome robot move. I was going to let it go, but I just couldn't because you were looking at me with these eyes of, come on, love it hard. Yeah. All right, well, that's the end of Webisode 3. We'd like to do a very special thanks to Hannah.
Hannah, thank you very much.
Zena,
awesome, as always.
Incomparable BG. You're just like a sock puppet then.
Yeah.
And the awesome people at White Cafe and
Thank
Apple
you.
Dodger for letting us sit in their upstairs regions and
Oh, God.
play all day.
How are we signing off this time?
We've got a fight lek again this week. Would you like to give us the word?
Hey, Grons.
Yes?
What the fight lek?
I just don't know until you give me a word.
The word is cadence today.
It's a dirty hipster's name. In other words, hi, I'm Tarquin and here's my life partner, Cadence. See you next time, you geezers.